The good news about Nancy Drew is that it has a darling, hugely charismatic lead performance and is, refreshingly, so squeaky clean that you could use it to buff your grandmother's silver spoons. Speaking of which, that's the bad news. Somebody told the filmmakers that the character they'd chosen to base their movie on is at least as old as your grandmother and possibly as old as the spoons. Hollywood doesn't have a lot of coping strategies for old stuff, but here's one that you can always count on: irony. Unfortunately, what you can always count on it for is to diminish or dismiss most of what's beloved about whatever bit of classic lore is being freshened up for the kiddies. So yeah, thanks for making us that Nancy Drew movie that's too cool for Nancy Drew. The filmmakers introduced the character in her accustomed small-town surroundings in fictional River Heights. The teasing has already begun, but it really gets going after a lawyering job comes up so that Nancy and her widower dad can be whisked off to Los Angeles for 40 minutes of bumpkin jokes. After it starts to get old with Nancy, boyfriend Ned Nickerson is plopped into the storyline to rev up the yokel humor all over again. In addition to being condescending, however, the winking Nancy mockery is also plain stupid. When she's tidying up her bedroom after moving into a mansion formerly owned by a now-dead movie star, Nancy misplaces a pair of moccasins in a peachy folder. Or were they, perhaps, stolen? Sorry, but a girl who is frickin' brilliant enough to perform an emergency tracheotomy or build from scratch a birdhouse modeled on a cathedral, both of which happen later in the film, does not call the Los Angeles Police Department to report a folder theft, does not wait on the line for over an hour, and is not stunned to be hung up on. Here's the thing about young Emma Roberts, who plays Nancy. This kid is the real deal. She's 95 kinds of charming. Maybe it's in her genes. Julia Roberts is her aunt, Eric Roberts is her father. But the pint-sized star of Nickelodeon's Unfabulous is the definition of every cliche about having what it takes to succeed in showbiz. Roberts is in virtually every scene, and the movie is almost enjoyable simply because she plays the part like she means it. Who cares about the dead movie star and the Scooby-Doo level mystery of her missing will? The live star, the one holding the magnifying glass, is who you'll remember after the movie is over.